Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael. Just want to say thank you so much for being here. So your key to the week this week is your card. You have the Justice card, and what this suggests to me is this week you are in your element. All right, so we've got, yes, we're out of your season as this week begins. So if you are celebrating at the time that I'm releasing this video, happy damn birthday to you. You know how it works. Remember to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want the whole year ahead to have in it for you. With that said, I would also say to you, because the Justice card, remember the energy with this is it's commitment, right? It's about what we sign on the dotted line. So when it comes to the Justice card, this week it does suggest that you are committing to or recommitting to yourself in some way, shape or form. So this could actually be really wonderful as a week. It also suggests that you yourself are in your own power. In some way, shape or form, you are in your own space or sphere. So this is great. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options this week, you have the King of Wands. All right, so this card is very, like when this card shows up for people, I often say to them, it's time for you to get comfortable with being seen, to do whatever it is that you do. As your actions and options card, especially with the Justice card, not only is this a recommitment to yourself, this is also a recommitment to some path that is going to take you further afield, some path that is likely to put you out there in the public eye. This is a week where you are choosing to put yourself first, but also to put yourself forward, maybe for opportunities that are making themselves available to you. But this week it's like, in order to have those things, you've got to speak up. All right, so it's no longer, it's not going to be like, oh well, you know, I'm the best person for the job or I'm the hardest working. That's not going to cut it. If there's something that presents itself this week like an opportunity, whether that's a job, a partnership, whether it's a collaboration, whether it's a bonus or some kind of money, whether it's some overtime, whatever it is, you have to be an active participant this week. So it's like you've got to get after it. So this is literally you leaping into action, but it's also you claiming your own space. And if there isn't a space for you, maybe this is the week where you are claiming one for yourself. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Empress card. So the Empress is your ruler, Venus, right? And Venus is, she's moving out of Libra, but she's been there, right? And so not only this year did you get a birthday, you got a refresh and a reset as well. Your ruler came through your sign at the same time that the sun was there, bringing light, heat, vitality, but also sweetening the way that you present to the world. You add to that then that this week you've got the Justice card, which is you. Then you've got the Empress card, which is Venus, moving through the sign, right? So how you speak, how you connect to people this week. Like if there's something that you want, it's not just, so like, yes, you have to be an active participant, but you also need to use that silver tongue that you guys are known for, right? This week, you have the ability to charm the birds from the trees should you desire. And I gotta say, for a lot of you, if there's something that you need or that you want, this is a great week for you to negotiate for it. Not demand it, not kind of expect it because I'm pretty. Do you know what I mean? Like, you gotta go beyond that. You actually have to show up, but this is about you tapping into all of the skills that you have. And this could be a rededication or a recommitment to the things that you want. So it's no longer about what other people want or what's fair or whatever. It's about, okay, what do I want? What do I need at this moment in time? Now, if you are connecting to a King of Wands, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, the chances are you won't miss them, because anyone that comes up with the Empress card next to them, this is usually somebody that's very easy on the eyes. Like, they catch us, they draw us in. There's something about them that they were kind of like, they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it's very true. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could literally be something that you present. So, and maybe for a select few of you, this is something that you haven't necessarily worked hard on. It just really presents very well, but even still, take it. I do want to say, be careful if you're studying this week. Yes, you're getting good results. Yes, you're getting good responses to whatever you're handing in or whatever you're presenting, but just make sure it has the substance as well as the style. All right. So that later on, when, you know, all of this Venusian glamour isn't working in your favor, people don't kind of look back and say, hang on a sec, this, you know, doesn't really look as tasty or juicy as it did before. When it comes to another thing for all of you, this could literally be you getting a piece of information that you're not supposed to be privy to, but you're getting it because of who you know. So this week, nepotism, yes, you know, it's not always, but sometimes it can be a good thing. And this week, I kind of feel like somebody that you know is giving you a very valuable piece of information. So for those of you that are employed, this is like some piece of information, some little tidbit of knowledge or some little wisdom or nugget of knowledge that finds you could actually be very good for you. It could also further some of your own goals, gains, or needs. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, or people that work for themselves, there's a decision to be made about how you're rebranding or representing yourself this week. So it's kind of like you're not doing the rebrand or the reshuffle or the restructure now, but you are maybe choosing the fixtures. You are maybe, you know, choosing new colors. It's like you're doing all of the stuff behind the scenes that are like the nuts and bolts of it, so that when it presents, you can say, yes, this is how I now want to be seen, or now I want to be known. There is something that's changing about the aesthetic here, but the weird thing is it's got a lot to do with what's on paper. So it's really weird. It's like you're working on something that has, yes, it has the visual part, and maybe as well, like if you're writing a book, this would be that you are, it's like, yes, the words are good, but now you're looking at the aesthetics and the pictures and the front cover of the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like it goes beyond the words and into the look, and vice versa. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could be spending time with the elders of the family. And I've got to say, you know, just from the cards alone, I would say like your parents, your grandparents, they look good for their age, you know. You better hope you got hold of them genes. Which I'm sure you have, but yeah, it looks like you're spending time with family members. It's like the elders of the family, the people that you would go to for counsel, the people that you would go to when it's like, you know, this is going on or whatever. For your love and relations, you've got the Five of Cups. That's not so easy, especially with the Justice card, all right? So, and you've got it underneath the King of Wands. This could, so for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be something that you have decided that you want for yourself. It's not that it causes a problem in the relationship. It's just that it takes you away from your partner for longer than you had planned. So let's say you have a project that you're finalizing, that you're putting those finishing details on. And it's like at those moments that, you know, things like this are happening or taking shape, you have to put everything you have into that at that moment in time. So it might be that the partner is feeling a little bit neglected, or maybe not as kind of, do you know what I mean? So just take that as a consideration this week. For a sort of very select few of you, it does look like a relationship could be coming to an end, and you know, on like a legal sort of slant as well. So this could be where you're filing for divorce, or your partner is filing for divorce. But the beauty of this is there's a freedom about it. It's like, you know, and this is because, like I said, it's not going to be for all of you, but for the ones that this is happening for, if it's you filing the papers or the other person filing them, there will be an agreement behind it. It's like, yeah, it's just time. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've done everything that we can do. It's just no longer us, right? There's like an agreement, and there's a freedom that comes from it. When it comes to your, those of you that are single and looking, it's really strange because with the combination of other cards, it almost suggests that it's not so much that love's not happening, but you might be reflecting on past relationships and kind of saying, okay, you know what, I need to sort that internally before I get into another one. And for some of you, this might be, even if it was a relationship that happened a long time ago, maybe you've been single for like 2-3+ years, this could be a week where something comes up and you're like, wow, I didn't realize I hadn't actually processed that about that relationship. This could actually be the healing or soothing balm that you need this week. For your money and materials, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So when it comes to your money, finances and resources, finances look good, especially because you've got this underneath the Empress, which interestingly enough, the 9 of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo. So I find that really interesting, but it's like your hard work pays off. This is the week where, you know, like the saying, show me the money. Like this week, I think you're seeing the money. There's definitely a boost to the income, but it's come as a result of some really hard work. And I kind of get the feeling that somebody, or maybe many somebodies, hasn't seen the amount of work that has gone into whatever it is that you're making money from at this moment in time. The other thing as well, this is a week to stop and smell the roses. Stop, smell the roses, take a minute to enjoy, to, you know, be in all the of everything, all right? When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your digestive system, and this is a double hit of this. If there's, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but it's just an interesting set of cards. So obviously the Empress is Venus ruled, right? And so this Venus likes sweet things. You've got the Justice card, your card represents the kidneys, and then you've got this talking to the digestive system. And I wonder, for those of you that have a penchant for sweet stuff, for those of you that are potentially pre-diabetic, etc., this might be a week that kind of really highlights to you your specific sensitivity to sugar or sweet things, or something in your diet that you didn't even realize was doing so much damage. It's like you become very aware of it this week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. 9 of Pentacles when it comes to the home, I almost forgot. For some of you, this could literally be signing up for a new home, or maybe for some of you, you're finalizing a new lease on the current home, but this is great, right? Remember what I said to you, you've got the silver tongue this week, or the golden tongue as they call it in, I think it's in India. I would milk that, all right? Like this could be where you negotiate, well, you know, times are hard for everybody. Can we get a little decrease in the rate of rent? Do you know what I mean? Like if you're coming up to the end of a contract on a home or anything like that, negotiate your butt off this week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.